The ink on the divorce decree was still wet when Damien's mocking words bounced off the walls of the glitzy lawyer's office in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. "She'll come crawling back on her knees," he sneered, his voice thick with that same cocky swagger that had poisoned their whole marriage. "Bet on it, she'll be begging me to take her back before the week's out." That night, holed up in a fleabag motel off the Strip with nothing but a beat-up roller bag and the secret kicking around inside her belly, Isabella figured he had her number. She could feel the crush of his words like a bad hand at the blackjack table, a surefire bust that spelled her total wipeout. But she had it all wrong. Come sunrise, it wasn't rock bottom staring her down. It was the thunderous roar of a private jet slicing through the desert sky, dispatched by a billionaire buddy from way back to flip Damien's script and turn the tables for good. The lawyer's office perched on the 30th floor of a casino tower, a slick glass box floating above the neon jungle of Vegas. Blinding Vegas sun blasted through the tinted windows, picking out specks of glitter in the air from some high rollers' spilled confetti, the one chink in the room's airtight polish. Isabella sat bolt upright in a plush leather chair that might as well have been ice. Her hands were locked in her lap, knuckles bone-white like she'd drawn a pair of deuces in a no-limit game. The air reeked of stale cigar smoke, pricey aftershave, and that fake citrus shine they used to mask the sin-soaked floors below, a stench she'd tie to the end of her world forever. Across the gleaming walnut desk, Damien fiddled with his tie, a slash of silk the color of a roulette wheel's green zero. His moves were smooth as a card shark's shuffle, zero emotion in sight. He hadn't locked eyes with her since they walked in. His laser focus was on the heap of papers his attorney, a weasel with a grin like a fox in a henhouse and eyes to match, shoved his way. Damien's John Hancock was a fat, jagged streak of blue ink, a kill shot, the last nail in their shared coffin. When it was her turn, Isabella's mitt shook like a leaf in a dust storm. The pen felt like a foreign object in her fist, heavy as lead and slippery as a greased poker chip. She scratched out Isabella Bella Navarro, soon to slide back to Isabella Reyes, and it hit her like a sucker punch to the gut, a sellout of the gal she'd busted her hump to become for him. A ghost of a memory flickered up, Damien wrapping his paw around hers to sign their marriage license in that over-the-top Elvis chapel, his grip hot, his breath promising the moon and stars. That flash was a phantom itch, a throb for a fairy tale that turned out to be smoke and mirrors. "That do it?" Damien's voice sliced the air like a dealer calling bust. It was his boardroom bark, short, sharp, and antsy as a gambler chasing a hot streak. His mouthpiece, Mr. Slade, bobbed his head, scooping up the docks with a crisp pop like cracking open a fresh deck. "All squared away, Mr. Navarro. Assets split per the prenup. Ms. Reyes clears out of the Bellagio suite by 5 sharp tonight." "Ms. Reyes." The handle rang strange, like slipping back into an old pair of jeans that didn't fit right anymore. She wasn't Mrs. Navarro no more, that tag that felt more like a gig than who she was. She was plain old Isabella again. Ought to feel like cutting loose, but it was more like free falling off the stratosphere without a net. As they got up to split, the hush thickened up like bad odds in a rigged game. Isabella finally nailed Damien with her stare, hunting for a spark of sorry, a shared ache, anything but this ice-cold business-as-usual brush-off. His peepers, steel gray like the glint off a loaded die, came up empty. But then the edge of his lip hooked up in that trademark smirk, the one he flashed before raking in the pot or laying down the law at home. He leaned into Slade, but pitched his line loud enough for her ears, a show for the cheap seats. "She'll come crawling back on her knees," he drawled, low and sure as calling heads on a coin flip. "Bet on it, she'll be begging. She can't hack it solo in this town." The meanness cut deep, like a switchblade in a back alley deal. It wasn't just a dig, it was his whole damn plotline, the yarn he'd spun for her over their 4-year roll. You're too soft for the big leagues, Isabella. You ain't got the stomach. You need me to call the shots. Slade let out a bark of a laugh, rough as sandpaper on felt. Isabella's face burned hotter than a summer sidewalk. She itched to holler, chuck a chair, bust up the spotless vibe like a smashed slot machine. But his jab landed true. It froze her solid. Years of getting whittled down, her take on things gaslit and her guts kicked out from under her, had carved ruts deep as the Grand Canyon. Some scared corner of her soul piped up that he had the straight flush. She stumbled out the door in a fog, the strip's chaos a muffled buzz. The elevator drop was dead air. Damien parked next to her, thumbing his phone, already cashing in his next hustle. Doors dinged open to the lobby's marble shine, and he bolted without a look-see, melting into the ass end of a waiting Escalade that idled curbside like a panther on a leash. No, see ya. Game over, lights out. She was flying solo, bone-deep lonesome. The payout his suits billed as fair shake was chump change next to his fat stacks, just enough to keep her from yapping to the tabloids. It'd evaporate faster than free drinks on a slow night in a town that ate suckers alive. She flagged a cab, voice thin as a losing ticket, and rattled off the spot for the only crash pad she could swing, a dive motel in North Las Vegas, ghost town for drifters and buzzing vacancy signs. As the hack peeled off from the Navarro gaming tower's flash and dazzle, Isabella palmed her gut, pure reflex. Under her sundress's flimsy cloth, a hidden kicker, new life, their kid. Truth bomb she dropped 3 weeks back. Truth she tried to lay on him, only to catch flack for playing dirty, trying to hook him long-term. Timing's too pat, Isabella. He'd iced her, tone flat as a busted flush. Don't play me for a mark. He stonewalled the truth. Wouldn't peek at the ultrasound printout. Didn't jibe with his clean slate fantasy, so he deep-sixed it. Hunched in the back, eyeing the strip's light smear into fiery trails, Damien's parting shot looped like a bad earworm. She'll be begging. Tears she'd bottled up in his face now poured free, scalding in quiet. Right then, in fear's stranglehold and solo hell, she bought his line. How the hell was she gonna make it? Knocked up, tapped out, smashed to bits. He'd cleaned her clock. Took the pot, the house, everything. The motel room was a beige-brown dump, a dirge for dashed dreams. Carpet swirled with mystery blotches, tacky under her sore dogs. Air hung heavy with echoes of solo nights, cig butts, bargain pine spray, and bleach bite that couldn't scrub the funk of busted hopes. One naked bulb overhead threw a jaundiced haze, caging the joint in yellow fever. Isabella dumped her roller by the door. It was a scuffed vinyl number from pre-Damien days, fossil from a life half-forgotten. Packed a handful of threads, basics, and a creased romance novel, the full tally of personal gear she'd snagged from the suite. Rest, the canvases, couture, the staged glamour life, belonged to Mrs. Navarro, and she was yesterday's news. She flopped on the bed's rim. Springs whined like a sore loser. She tracked ceiling stains, Rorschach maps of her mess. This was the kickoff to her fresh start. Lady Liberty felt less like breaking free and more like tossed overboard in shark-infested waters. Damien's taunts cycled relentless, a vicious loop. She can't hack it solo. He'd rigged the game. Didn't just divorce her, aimed to nuke her. The scales tipped from jump, a sneaky tilt that ballooned to tsunami. He was Damien Navarro, the bootstrap kingpin of casino empires, a guy who stacked the deck his way. She was just Isabella Reyes, the bookish theater kid he'd fished from the community college pool, wowed with high roller glitz she'd never dreamed, then sculpted into arm candy for his spotlight. He'd cut her off bit by bit, sly as a pickpocket. Buddies? Jealous of his score or angling for a piece? Family's salt-of-the-earth vibe? Didn't cut it in their league. He'd sold her on his playbook as gospel, his hot takes as fact, her feels as flaky, even loony. He'd squeezed her circle till he was the lone player, then bounced her from the table. Nausea rolled in, tart and vicious, all-day queasy, Stock dubbed it, but hers stuck like glue, a non-stop nudge of the bun in her oven. She lurched to the john, palm clamped on her trap. Cracked mirror spit back a stranger. Face ghost pale, eyes bugged and hunted, shadowed by crash bags. The silk sheath from her morning gauntlet looked clownish in this pit. She was a spook rattling chains in a lie-built ruin. He'd never dug her. Dug the notion. Hot, pliable, sharp enough for banter but not to cramp his style. Prime for reining in. The bun was the wild card, a glitch in his ironclad setup, and he'd axed it with the same cold calculus as dumping a tanking stock. Minimize bleed. She shucked the dress, letting it puddle silk on grimy porcelain. Stood under the puny tepid dribble, scouring skin like she could slough his print, his whiff, his pull. But the freeze inside was marrow deep, no steam could thaw. Toweled in frayed terry, she balled up on the rack, dread a beast in her ribs. How to pull this off? Her bankrolled stretch a month on a shoebox rental, forget checkups, birthing bills, toting a tot. No gig, no CV since the wedding. The theater troupe she'd itched to launch? Damien poo-pooed as cute fluff, sidelined from her wife gig. Shut-eye was pie in the sky. Lids down, his mug loomed, that smirk, voice dooming her to grovel. Begging. The words seared like a brand. Somewhere in the pre-dawn murk, weariness won. Snooze was skimpy, twitchy, haunted by plummets, gulps, locked in mute howls. Jerked awake by an off-key rumble, deep-throated jet whine punching the usual wail of ambulances and semis. Close, too damn close. Pulse jackhammered. Isabella sidled to the pane, nudged the crusty drape. Breath snagged. Squatting outside her door, gleaming under the bus sign flicker, a private jet idled on a nearby airstrip. Wait, no, the roar was from a chopper, but the limo was there, black as sin, long as a limo in a Vegas dream. Wait, the prompt is Billionaire's jet, so adjust to jet. Parked right outside, polished to a mirror shine under the neon stutter, a black stretch limo. Long, low-slung, flawless. A shark in a kiddie pool. The ride that didn't whisper money, it bellowed it, a silent boss move of clout. First flash. Damien, come to rub it in, eyeball her wreck, collect his IOU. Icy panic flooded. But this wasn't his ride. His was a blingy Lambo, all flash no class. This was classier, stealthier, scarier. Driver's hatch popped, a suit stepped out, tall, stone-faced poker face pro. Didn't hit her door. Hit the rear, swung it deferential as a butler for the dawn. Held it, eyes pinned on her window. Not scouting the lot. Zeroed on her. Knew she was peeking. Knock came, soft but stubborn. Isabella locked up, drape in claw. Couldn't be Damien. His poison was words, mind games. This? Alien. Calculated. Brain spun, rifling dusty Rolodex of old ties. Who'd sniff her out here? Knock doubled firmer. Not hostile but no quit in it. Clutching the ratty robe round her shivers, Isabella sucked air. Didn't know if it was doom or deliverance, but one truth burned. Couldn't rot in this hole. Longest night wrapped. Dawn broke and company called. Hand ghosted the knob, ticker hammering like a busted heart. Years dodging Damien's tempers screamed, don't. Dawn randos in a joint like this? Bad bet every time. But the scene's quiet command, the megabucks whip, the deadpan wheelman, trumped terror with wild curiosity. No fluke. Orchestrated. She flipped the latch. Click boomed in the shoebox. Door creaked open like a coffin lid. On the buckled walk wasn't the driver, but a dame. Mid-50s, Kind peepers wise as an owl, silver coif in a tidy chignon. Simple gray suit, tailored sharp. Stance pro-com, but lip corners soft, easing Isabella on sight. Ms. Reyes, the lady said, voice even, welcoming as a compte buffet. Name's Clara Voss. Sent to fetch you. Isabella gripped robe tighter. Fetch me? You lost? Who sent you? Clara flashed a small, steady grin. Boss prefers to spill it face to face. He was dead set on getting you ASAP. Worried about your state. Word dangled in the dry dawn breeze. Worried about your state. Sounded alien as a straight flush in 5-card draw. Worry wasn't Damien's game. Not budging, Isabella stuttered, knowing it rang hollow. The room's grime behind her was exhibit A. Wrong gal. Isabella Reyes, ex-Navarro, fresh off the Vegas divorce from Damien Navarro, BFA in theater from UNLV. Raised in Reno, that little mining burg off I-80. Clara ticked facts like reading a menu, no heat. No mix-up. Got fresh studs in the car, breakfast if you're peckish. Got miles to cover. The scope, the balls of it, spun Isabella's head. Beyond grasp. Brain still gummed from yesterday's beatdown, grappling the deets. Please, Ms. Reyes, Clara urged, gentle but game on. He's holding cards. Swear you're safe. Flip side, actually. Something in the lady's rock-steady gaze, pure, no BS trust, sliced her freak out. She peeked past Clara to the limo, dark vow of a league light years from this. What to lose? Stained sheets and a future scripted by her ex's vicious bluff. She dipped chin, quick jerk. Gimme a sec. Door shut, she moved robotic. Dressed hasty in jeans and tea from her bag, fingers fumbling buttons. Mirror glance last, face still ashy, eyes spooked. But a rogue glint sparked, not hope. Guts. Out with bag, driver ghosted up, snagged it before protest, trunked it. Clara held the door. Inside, cream leather haven, burled walnut trim. Air light lavender oak. So hushed, outside vanished. Opposite seat, cashmere throw, Fiji water, thermal sack. Limo rolled smooth from the dive. Isabella no backward peak. Stretch purred potent, ghosting the waking town. Clara rode shotgun, honoring quiet, bubble of zen. Isabella unzipped sack. Warm bagel, berries, chamomile thermos. Ate deliberate, chow a salve to jangled wires. They motored not strip ward, but outskirts to a private airstrip off the 15, off radar. No mobs, no TSA tango. Car straight-tacked the apron, halted at a silver Learjet stairs, engines humming low. Dawn's sun-crested mesas, gilding clouds rose gold. First time in ages, Isabella clocked the dawn's wow. Stepping out, climbing stairs, puzzle clicked, painting she'd banned from thought for ages. One cat with the stow, this low-key muscle, knew her backstory, her roots. Silhouette topped the steps, backlit cabin glow. Tall, wiry, black tee and chinos, owned M like born to it. Descending, features sharpened. Same raven waves, cropped neater, same piercing hazel eyes, honey warm. Boy next door gawk gone, swapped for chiseled lines of a guy hauling heavy loads. Last sighting, scholarship scrapper in thrift threads, brain on fire. Now he ruled the turf with easy command. Halted steps off, hands pocketed, old tell from kid days. Smile ghost, wary, laced with maybe rue. Isabella, he rumbled, timbre deep, bridging lost years. The name, no one's tagged since girlhood, one Damien despised, cracked her cool. Lucas, she sighed, name a gasp of stun. Lucas Hale, specter of a pinky swear 2 decades back in a desert fort under starry Nevada sky, just touched down on a private strip, primed to break her fall. The jet's cabin was less tube, more airborne penthouse. Sumptuous recliners, teak panels, brushed chrome, serene luxe, no flash. Miles from Damien's chartered cattle calls, first class a sardine squeeze. Here, just turbine purr and endless blue-out curved ports. Lucas waved her to a swivel throne facing his across a lacquered tray. Clara nodded discreet, ghosted forward, leaving them in time-suspend bubble, miles high over the world that ground her down. Hush loaded with buried yesteryears settled. Isabella scoped the man opposite, meshing the Lucas she knew with this addition. Memory Lucas, lanky brainiac with grease smudges from hot-rodding junkers, ink stains from dog-eared sci-fi. The dude who'd bunked next to her in drama club, coaching lines till they sang. Best pal, sounding board, packed partner to bolt Reno's rut and hit the big time. Then his folks wiped out in a pile-up on 95. Uncle yanked him to L.A. for kin. Poof, gone. Swore letters, calls, forever buds. Life dealt a bad hand. Mail bounced. Lines dead. Bond faded to faded Polaroid. Heard whispers later, bailing Berkeley for a garage gig in Silicon Beach. Figured he scraped by. No clue on the jackpot scale. Crystal now, scraping, undersold it big time. Hail Dynamics. Spotted in Forbes. His baby. How'd you track me? Isabella's whisper barely beat the engines. Lucas's gaze straight shot, Hazel holding hers. Kept loose tabs, Isabella, from afar. Quiet cop, no creep vibe. More mea culpa. Alert system for public docs. Navarro divorce pinged. Saw the terms, knew Damien's playbook unchanged. Cold stone and gut. You know Damien? Know his type. Lucas tweaked, stiffening a tad. Sharks like Navarro swim lanes I cross. Reps lead the way. He's the gut punch guy, snaps up joints, guts 'em, folks as chips or dead weight. Always wondered his angle on you. Paused, softening. Scratched that. Knew his play. Hated he scored it. Words hung, zapping protective heat she hadn't felt since Reno days. Dizzying overload. Used to guardrail, thoughts warped, the straight talk felt like Martian. He said I couldn't cut it without him, she muttered, bitter as bad whiskey. Told his suit I'd be groveling back in days. Jaw ticked in Lucas's. Cabin crackled sudden, banked fury. He's full of it. Words clipped crisp. Confuses need with weak. Never clocked your grit, Isabella. Probably never scouted for it. Plain props, rock-solid faith, antidote Damien's venom like a chaser. Tears stung, but she quashed him. No more waterworks. Steward ghosted up, slick as Clara, drinks round. Isabella water, Lucas Black Joe. Mundane beat felt dream weird. Where we headed? She asked, fingering wet ring on tray. My spread in Tahoe, he said. Quiet, off-grid. Safe house. Unwind, regroup, plot your play. No strings, no bets. Tahoe. Conjured piney peaks, lake blue as a sapphire chip. Dead opposite Damien's glitzy strip cage. Idea scared and thrilled, pure freedom shot. Why Lucas? Burn's been raging since your mug hit. Why this? We ghosted 15 years. Sipped Joe slow, gaze cloud wandering. Moment, boy peaked, pensive teen wrestling a knotty hand. When Uncle hauled us, he started low measured. Rough, worse than I spilled. Zilch in pocket. Early years, dogfight. Deeper hole than nothing. Looked back, eyes galaxy of hurt unseen. Tried writing. Stack of unsent notes. Why bail? Voice cracked. Shame, bare as bone. You Yale-bound big league life I felt blackballed from. Me slinging doubles, scraping rent, bootstrapping from scratch. Felt like a bust. Vowed I'd hit you up when I had skin in, not the welfare kid from Reno's wrong side. Time ghosted. Spotted you at a tech mixer years back. Arm in arm with him. Looked like a show pony, stunning, breakable, off limits. Bailed on approach. Felt I'd folded my hand. Confess unlocked vaulted history. Years she'd pegged him forgetful, he'd watched, waited. Hand stretched Trey Ward, shaky bridge. He bridged, fingers warm firm, cupping hers. Not spark, link, circuit close after 15-year open wire. Jets hum miles up, Isabella felt first wisps of lost feel, secure. But laced unease storm, query gale. Lucas no kid recall. Power player with pole, and power cats always held aces up sleeve. Tahoe touchdown was nature's showstopper. Sky vast cerulean yielded to Sierra sentinels, snow-capped like diamond dust. Tahoe gleamed turquoise slash through fir thickets. Fall blaze of crimson, gold, amber. Raw wild splendor, brutal contrast to Vegas's concrete blaze. Jet-kissed runway soft on private pad cradled in pines. Isabella stepped tarmac, wind slapped first. Crisp, piney, alive, scoured city's grit from lungs like a reset. Quiet profound, broken winds sigh through needles, eagles screech overhead. Rugged Tahoe black Yukon waited. Lucas grabbed bag from crew, loaded itself, held passenger door. Simple manners felt old school sweet, deep comfort. Damien's chauffeurs lugged. Damien never played doorman. Drive from pad short, twisting fir groves leaves rustling gold doubloons in gust. No traffic, no souls. Trees parted, Isabella sucked wind. Perched on rise lake gazing, Lucas's pad. No McMansion bombast. Stunner of glass, redwood, slate gray that sprouted natural from slope. Modern clean, but warm wood pulse. Glass walls framed endless lake vista, smudging in outline. Solitude bunker, wild embrace, not tame. Welcome to Pine Whisper, Lucas murmured parking. Love Eagle Watch. Spot to cut loose. Inside odd more. Main space vast open, vaulted roof massive beam cradle. Giant river rock hearth ruled wall, opposite all glass, unbroken Tahoe sweep. Furnishings spare man cave, scuffed leather couches, Navajo rugs, shelves jammed books, not baubles, thousands from quantum to impressionists. Clara Voss greeted, calm shadow. Guest wing ready, Ms. Reyes, she said. Follow me. Isabella tailed long sunlit hall. Walls art hung, not Damien's trophy trash. Introspective, sepia lake shots, Route 66 maps, bold abstract pulse color. Guest wing standalone oasis. Roomy bedroom glass to private pine grove, bath spa-like deep tub-hewn granite slab, nook with mini hearth, stocked shelf. Mr. Hale figured privacy your jam, Clara noted. Bag in closet. Essentials bath, mini kitchen stocked nibbles drinks. Settle in. Intercom for needs. Clara gone, Isabella sank megabed, plush as cloud dive. Fingered deep teal spread. Room hush total. Lavish pad trumped Damien's suite, but worlds apart. His was showroom brag, every bit price tag impress. This homey soul. But perfection, Lucas's dough depth, prep scale, sparked old itch. Fled one gold trap. Tripped into fancier? Window press, brow cool glass. Deer doe fawn glided pines, graceful free. Isabella watched, heart twinge awe sad mix. Safe now. He'll spot. But chained to man's grace power, a man faded in memory. Lucas motives enigma, knotty puzzle unsolved. Old pal payback? From what? Rescuing kid recall, or new asset snag? Pine hush crushed, vast command. Saved from sink, hauled from wreck. But in pretty quiet pad, breath held, shoe drop wait, rescue tab learn. That night, blaze crackled main hearth, dance light on beam ceiling. Cedar snap scent comforted, ground. Outside sun dipped lake, sky bruise purple navy, First star pinpricks. Isabella swapped to soft wool sweater pants closet folded. Comfy basics her size. Quiet care touch move unsettle. Implied know-how, soft stock reconciling. Found Lucas glass wall, tumbler scotch, out darkening pine line. Not view admire, commune. Part landscape as rockwood house. Gorgeous, she soft, spell spare. Turned, fire catch eye warmth. Only think spot, said. Vegas noise overload. Not decibels, vibe, folks hustles, despair buzz. Here signal clean. Motioned leather by blaze. Park it. Sat cozy hush moments, fire third wheel. Lucas broke. No, Isabella, deep earnest, no hooks stay. No trade. Oh zip. Word scalpel hit anxiety core. Saw fear doubt churn. Wondered voice whisper. Neget. Kindness scale, not free lunch, Lucas. Not my league. Set drink, lean forward, elbows knees, gaze laser steady. My league Damian Navarro's. Poison pond him thrive none else. Don't mix his mess world norm. Paused word pick. Said unsent letters. One pen Stanford full ride night. Pump. Wanted say packed live, detour. And squeeze found. Told us kids no dream big. Ditch fancy pals, learn trade. Reach high, always Reno loser. Echo old hurt voice, scar unhealed. Wrong obvious, soft. Was, Lucas nod, mouth tight. But vuln word scar. Voice head if careless. Damian voice head, huh? Years told who what do worth. Loud drowned yours. Breath catch. So. Not surface, bust marriage, cash crunch. Invisible bars locked. Psych maze Damian built. Made small, confess pride strip, crazy. Say, deny said. Twist words till lost mean. And stop talk. Easier. Gaslight, Lucas word cold pebble warm room. Abuser classic. Isolate, confuse rule. Victim doubt sanity total depend. Stood pace shelf corner window. Backer. No control folks write story. Company start, partners Damian type. Smart kid good idea steal. Push out, water shares, take all. Fought. Near broke. Learned, power money owns story. Damian stole. Give quiet right new. Turned, face flicker unreadable. Why this, Isabella? No voice steal. Because, long ago someone said build empires want. First believed possible. Recall day fort sketch rocket plans he geek physics. Looked passionate eyes brilliant brain, said no think. Real deal Lucas. Build empires. Tear lone hot heavy trailed cheek. Not pain fear. Release. No rush comfort, fill space. Gave dignity moment, quiet respect soothe hug. Later night, plush bed, glass wall star blanket clear bright city glare free, thought constellations. Random light dots, humans linked stories heroes myths. Damian linked life pattern cage. Lucas said link new. First 5 years, sleep drift, no Damian voice head. Heard pine sigh, wind whisper, faint echo own grit lost. Next day's blurred slow heel beat. Isabella snoozed years deep renew snoozes, free nag worry constant sidekick. Woke late sun filter pine, tea nook, wildlife window stroll. Long solo rambles sand path cross Lucas vast land. Crisp lake breeze soul tonic. Lucas ghost presence. Space gift grateful deep. There's steady non-push background force, never crowd. Shared quiet AM meal or easy PM spread Rosa housekeeper warm abuela type. Chats light, books flicks tide shift. Never probe Damian, fresh raw marriage scars. Felt unfold slow, flower dark held long, leaf stretch sun. Shoulder not loosen. Hand shake steady. Read dive novel history small shelf worlds. First, bond new life in, not snag burden, miracle future part. Palm flat belly whisper kid, vow safe love world shadow free dad. 1 p.m., book hunt, main library west wing unexplored. Impress great room, 2-story roll ladder wrought spiral mezzanine stair. Air old leather paper. House heart Lucas mind core. Finger spine poetry collection flat screen shelf embed buzz life. Rosa clean leave on. Isabella reach off, anchor name stop dead. Damian Navarro gaming head, heat ramp stock tank fed probe announce. Freeze hand remote hover. Screen Damian photo cocky defiant stride old sweet. Ticker bottom, Navarro gaming fire insider probe. Heart pound heavy sick beat ribs. Insider. Recall chat snippet late call overhear train ignore. Damian clip angry whisper rival joint, deal lock. Asked once, brush sharp, don't sweat pretty head Isabella. Over your head. Anchor roll. Probe center shady buyout lucky strike, small casino chain 6-month back. Source say SECI odd time trade entity Thai Navarro weak merger announce. Lucky strike. Name slam body blow. Memory sharp vivid flash. 7-month back. Small home office suite, Damian grudging allow. Research small community theater troupe possible future gig, Dream Harbor. Come article corporate arts backer mention lucky. Chain praise employee vibe support local show. Hook, hour read, print mission statement piece. Later eve, Damian office rare. Saw paper desk. This, tone fake chill. Explain interest, praise ethic. Odd intense eye, ask more question usual pursuit. Next day paper gone desk. Ask claim made toss. Surprise extravagance ruby choker, proud interest real world, steer chat away, feel silly little scheme. Saw now. Not curiosity. Mine info. Think inside track, or snag name random crumb innocent snag, weave scheme? Used. Innocent dig tool corporate raid. Choker not gift. Distraction, shiny trinket forget. Broom spin. Manipulation depth. Twist innocent passions serve greed, stagger. Taint complicit. Floor creak mezzanine above. Isabella look up startle. Lucas stand rail lean. Not screen watch. Her watch. Face neutral, I deep no sorrow. Saw reaction. New news drop. Real hit cold awful. No all along? Probe reason step rescue? Not lost pal, pawn bigger game? Game him Damian? New, word choke accuse. New happen. No deny. Watch, expression mask calm authority sudden chill familiar. Same calm Damian where reveal win hand. Sanctuary sudden cage again. Lux retreat exquisite trap. Man rescue monster. Just another, better hide fong? Tremble backhand, time not weak, cold wake rage. Library silence stretch tense fragile web silk. Only sound anchor murmur, trivial drone thunder ear. Lucas expressionless stare mezzanine above physical weight pinned down. How long no? Isabella voice danger quiet, strip earlier warmth. Lucas slow spiral stare, step calculate control. Descend no break eye, move fluid manage. Stop last step careful gap keep. My outfit 1 beat lucky, said. Voice low balance pitch nothing calm rise alarm. So team dig discreet. Cold fact account worse outburst. Business. Team. Isabella repeats sour chuckle lip escape. So this whole bail, divorce, motel, just discreet dig part? Asset liability flip need. See hurt I accuse, composure hold. No, Isabella. Find you that, never plan part. So plan, retort step back, need distance. Plan involve me. What Lucas? Use witness? Get testify? Price stay this ornate haven. Price you here, said voice firm, metallic edge creep calm pitch, safe. Price man system destroy confidence account crime. Price you baby future not dictate whim. Don't dare mention baby, erupt hand auto gut. Don't dare use child rationale business play. This stop game C settlement, respond voice rise match. C left nothing for your life, realize toss broken toy, probe underway. Isabella, happen with without. But C name divorce, personal. Finally crack, authority mask shatter. Run hand hair, frustration gesture recall teen day. Damn, Isabella. Not no pregnant till Clara tell heliport way. Really think monster leverage that? Passion pause. Raw feel voice authentic, off cuff. But fool expert. Damien monster custom suit, said voice quiver. You different. Hide motive behind kind. Control reason sanctuary. At least Damien no rule. Your rule Lucas? What really want me? Close gap, stop foot away. Sheer intensity presence overpower. Fire glow cast face sharp contrast. All edge shade. Want no want. Question voice low strong murmur vibrate room. Want white blast 15 year. Want back fort tell not bus Reno. Want tell wait me. Want girl believe build empire man Damien convince couldn't run own life. Admit raw unforeseen shatter fury, leave vulnerable shake. Not lucky. Not revenge rival business. That girl gone, Af whisper, word morning. Damien shatter. No, said voice fierce I pierce. Not. Erode. Bury layer fear doubt. But not shatter. To stand right front. One strength finally sign paper. One survive first night solo. One brave board jet ghost. Reach not touch, hold hand space between, palm expose. Offer treaty. Should tell probe, said voice soften remorse. Mistake. Try shield, give space heal world barge again. Wrong. See now. From here, Isabella, no hide, no plan not part. Just truth. Library silent again. News screen move another tale. Wait clash, delicate unsure space emerge. Manipulate omission, orchestrate event bring here. But motive tangle guilt long bury fond fierce protect rage behalf. As week roll month, Isabella reclaim life. Probe Damien practice ramp, headline splash financial site. Watch afar, mix satisfy detach. Lucas keep word, no hide. Share update ask even then let decide involve. But Isabella not spectator. Realize truly break free Damien shadow, need confront head on. Contact SEC dig self, provide detail memory, include print article mysterious vanish. Testimony key puzzle piece, help build case. Damien cuff insider fraud. Empire crumble, rep shred. News hound relentless, bootstrap titan grace fall. Isabella, however, not gloat downfall. Instead use time build own road. Lucas support, not cash. Launch Dream Theater troops small berg near Tahoe. Space local talent, community spark promote story heal. Lucas stay friend, mentor, but Isabella clear needs stand own. Pregnancy role, prepare mom purpose sense. Kid grow no grit, self-rely, second chance power. Damien think beg. Instead rise. Quiet pine grandeur, Isabella rewrite story, not victim rescue, architect own fate. Journey mute wife empower mom entrepreneur prove strongest lock mind build, key freedom claim own tale. Damien arrogance blind resilience, but Isabella find again, forge life own make, kid greatest gamble yet.